Shalom, shalom. This week's Parsha is Parshat Bamidbar, and it comes right before the holiday of Shavuot, which will be Sunday night, God willing. And Parshat Bamidbar is always read prior to Shavuot, and I think there's a beautiful reason for that. Chag Shavuot, we celebrate, it's Zman Matan Toratenu, the time where we celebrate that we got the Torah. So what happened on that day that we're celebrating? The Jews, as we recall, were encamped at the mountain of Sinai, Horeb, and we're told that there was this loud thunder and lightning and really tremendous sound of the shofar blast that was so loud, it got progressively louder and louder that the whole camp shuddered from this experience. And then God started to speak and said, Anochi Hashem Elokecha. He started the Aseret HaDibrot, what we know as the Ten Commandments, and as we're told that this encapsulates the whole entire Torah, and it was an experience unparalleled in history, where every Jewish neshama, every Jewish soul was there and experienced it, and so it is forever implanted in our DNA, this experience that we had of God, which makes it easier for us to recognize the divinity when we experience it, because it's something that we already experienced in the past, so it is familiar to us, and this is a huge blessing. And that's why when we learn the Torah, the truths that we hear really resonate with us. And there's another story where Eliyahu Hanavi is fleeing because there's a story of Achav and Izebel, where Izebel wanted to kill him because he was against the idolatry, killed the false prophets, and he had to run for his life. And what he did was he took this long, arduous 40-day journey back in the desert to Horeb, to the Har Sinai where the Jews got the Torah. And when he gets there, God says to him, Eliyahu, what are you doing here? And I think what he was doing there was because he said, the Jewish nation has forsaken your covenant. Because at Har Sinai, before God gave the Ten Commandments, he asked the Jews, and the Jews said everything that God says we will do. Na'aseh. They made a covenant with God, and a non-breakable marriage between us and God, that they will keep this covenant. And Eliyahu was really depressed because he said they've forsaken you. So I think he was looking for, do something, God, some sort of experience like they had at Har Sinai. These people need some sort of jump boost, and he was very upset. And God actually had all these noises and experiences very similar to what happened on Har Sinai happen again. And through all of these loud noises and experiences, we're told Eliyahu did not find God within there until there was the Kol Dumama Daka, the still silent voice. And in there, he found God. And this is supposed to be an understanding for us that if we want God, this experience at Har Sinai when God gave the Torah, it was a one-time thing. It was something that they had to experience at the time, but then from that time on, it's something that's internal. We've experienced it. It's there now. It's there for us to access anytime we want. Sometimes it's dormant. Sometimes people don't access it, and they go and they follow other gods and do other things because they're looking outside themselves. And you're looking outside yourselves, you'll never ever find the truth, because we are made from a neshama, from a soul. The soul is from the breath of God within, so that when we had the experience of God, we understood all of a sudden that our soul and God were one. We understood that connection, that unity of man and God. And that is something that now we have within. Now, God's saying is you don't need external situations and miracles that have no impact. If you're looking from the outside, it will never ever last. You have to listen to that voice within. You have to clear out all the noise, all the hoopla, everything that's going on around you, all the things that you think are going to bring you the experience that you're after or what you want. And you have to clear that away and really listen to your soul, because that's where God resides. And if you listen to that anything that's truth will resonate. That's why when we learn the Torah and we read the truth, it resonates because we understand, our soul connects with it. And we have like a moment of clarity. It's something that we've experienced before, and that's why it resonates with us now. And I think the message for us today is so much noise around us. For us to follow these false gods, meaning like anything that takes us off the track from achieving inner peace, all these external things that we think are going to bring us happiness and just end up in misery. You can't follow those things. We have to, for our own health and well-being, learn to silence that and to be with ourselves and connect with God. And only good can come from that. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.